Jamal Murray, Paul Millsap, Gary Harris, or Mason Plumlee. Rockets trying to shake their season-high 4-game losing streak. James Harden was 1 of 17 from 3 last time out.
So tonight, Matt, he had to do better.
2 of 6.
A little bit better.
That's better. And that's closer. That'll
Yes.
go for 2 of his 27 on the night. He had 5 boards and 5 assists as well. Nikola Jokic got to carry a bigger load with all those starters out of the lineup. He went for his 8th triple-double of the season, 36th of his career, 19, 12, and 10. Harden and Westbrook making stuff happen.
Yeah, attacking the defense, like you said, Matt, undermanned the Nuggets, no defensive presence.
Harden not looking, but finding, and then Westbrook in traffic gets that to go. Houston up by 17 at the half. Third quarter, Westbrook attacking.
Yes, indeedy. No Plumlee, so he says, Joker's not a shot blocker, let me go attack that rim.
28 points, 16 boards, 8 assists on the night. Rockets led by as many as 25. Eric Gordon knocks down the 3. Westbrook from one end to another. He's as good at that as anybody in the league. And one more from Gordon, who was 6 of 8 from three-point range.
Yeah, the ball was hopping a little bit, got a little rusty and kind of off balance, but it goes.
Losing streak is no more as the Rockets win it by 16. Sixers and Raptors both riding 4-game win streaks as they hooked up north of the border. Joel Embiid missed his 8th straight game. Here we go. Josh Richardson. This is what the Philly 76ers did not need. Is Richardson coming up lame, injures his left hamstring, and he was done for the night.
Yeah, it's a big-time loss for them, knowing they're already down Embiid.
Ben Simmons did a little of everything, most of it good. He had 17 points, 10 rebounds. That was one of his 8 assists. Also had 8 turnovers on the night. He was also a menace defensively if you watch this game. Pascal Siakam, Marc Gasol, back to Siakam, and it's a dunk. Then Kyle Lowry. Through everybody.
Stop the ball, Matt. Basketball, transition 101 defense. Stop the ball first.
You learned that in grade school.
Yes, sir.
Halftime tied at 50. Second half belonged to Fred VanVleet. This Raptor team, so much better. They're healthy.
Yes, they're healthy, and different guys down the stretch was knocking down shots, but Freddie was so good and so consistent.
VanVleet, one of the guys who's gotten back into this lineup along with Siakam, along with Marc Gasol, along with Norman Powell, and they looked like it in the second half. Toronto wins it 107-95. VanVleet had 22, and they've won 5 in a row. Magic finally home after a 3-3 trip. The Thunder were in Orlando to greet them. Danilo Gallinari, the steal pushing it, and then it's Lou against Dort for the dunk, and then Dennis Schroeder. Oh, look at that fake. He
Get up. You got him.
lost Markelle Fultz.
He got him. Woo.
Schroeder wasn't done. Third quarter, Aaron Gordon. The highlights continue here. Oh!
Very impressive, man. We know the dunk champ, but off the wrong leg and still over the shot blocker.
Welcome back. Nerlens Noel has been out with an injury. They want to go back on the injured list. Magic down 5 in the fourth. Terrence Ross, 3 of his 26, and it's a 2-point game. Dennis Schroeder's been so good off that bench. 3rd in the league in points per game off the bench. OKC shoots better than 60%. Best shooting game since January of 2014. Grizzlies and Celtics. Ja Morant had that win streak come to an end on Monday, trying to get back on the horse in this one. Morant just 1 of 5 with 2 points.
Yeah, give the Celtics a lot of credit. Speaking of credit, great pass.
Look at Smart. Forget Smart. He's a genius.
Yes.
But that kind of passing. Jason Tatum pulls up with a deep 3 here, and then Tatum hits the step-back jumper. But in the third quarter, he would leave this game with a right groin strain after a 23-point night. We'll keep an eye on that. Boston up by 14 at the half. Third quarter, Kemba Walker, pretty quiet. 8 points, 4 assists. Here's Gordon Hayward. The beauty of this Boston team when they're rolling, they don't need Kemba Walker to score 25 or 30.
Got a lot of guys right here, unselfish, the ball movement. The percentages aren't normally good, but he's smart tonight.
Boston is a plus 56 over their last 2 games after the blowout over the Lakers the other day. Miami's still 19-1 at home. Wizards hit South Beach on Wednesday. Bam Adebayo to Tyler Hero.
I think a rookie record for the Miami Heat with 3s tonight, Matt.
Bradley Beal.
Ooh, he's been good for them. He's been carrying them by himself.
Starting to put a dent in the Wizards record book. Past Jimmy Butler, Washington up 118-115. Heat down 3. James Johnson in the corner.
Great draw and kick by Hero.
Game tied at 118. It's one really encouraging thing about this Miami team. They really do share at crunch time. Game tied, it's Beal in and out, and we go to overtime. And guess what? The Miami Heat love that. They thrive in overtime, unbeaten so far this season. Here's Butler.
Love it, Matt. Not settling for the jump shot, attacking the rim.
Great patience for him. Beal on the other end pulls up for a 3 of his own, and the Wizards are back within 2. Beal went for 38 on the night, needed a little more. Miami hangs on to win it. They're now 8-0 in overtime games, 20-1 on their home floor. Clippers without Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. No Trae Young for the Hawks in this one. Clippers looked like it would be a comfortable night for them. Montrezl Harrell hanging on the rim, and then Derek Walton to Harrell and 1.
He was beasting down low tonight.
He had 21 at the half, finished with 30 points and 7 rebounds. They led by as many as 21, but here come the Hawks. Brandon Goodwin. Look him up if you have to. And off the miss, John Collins with the tip. He had 33 and 16. Goodwin not done. Brandon Goodwin, ladies and gentlemen.
A classic case, Matt. A couple go down, the confidence goes sky high, your teammates start feeding you, and then Trae Young is celebrating.
Out of nowhere, all 19 of his points in the fourth quarter. 12th time this season a team has trailed by 20 or more and come back to win. Still on the radar, De'Aaron does Detroit right, but it went downhill from there. You'll have to stick around for the highlights when we come back. The split doubleheader on the network, Bucks and Hornets from Paris, Pacers and Warriors later on. In between, you got a whole bunch of stuff, including crunch time at 9 Eastern time. Zion Williamson's second NBA game, we assume,
yes,
against the Denver Nuggets. Jazz looking for a 4-game season sweep of the Golden State Warriors on Wednesday. D'Angelo Russell chased off the line. How about the floater? Everybody's got a floater.
Everyone has a floater nowadays, Matt.
He's got a good one. Went for 26. Rudy Gobert.
Good patience on that play right there by Rudy.
Here's Donovan Mitchell. Reading the deep, pulling up, mid-range. How about Rudy Gobert putting it on the floor and throwing it down?
Matt, come on now, big fella. We like it.
Moving without the ball,
we
throwing
like it,
down.
big fella. He's like, I want to be a part of the offense now.
22 points, 15 boards, 3 blocks for the Stifle Tower, not the Eiffel Tower. Gobert with the steal. It's Mitchell coast to coast. Utah building a lead. It's 24 at that point. Then more from Mitchell, who had 23 on the night. It's a 30-point lead at that point. Mike Conley, good to see him back in that Utah uniform, still trying to figure things out. He had 8. Jazz are plus 85 over their last 3. That's their biggest point differential over a 3-game stretch since 2008. Pacers in Phoenix and in bounce-back mode after losing by 30 in Utah on Monday. T.J. Warren back in Phoenix, locks Devin Booker, and gets the lay-in on the other end.
Yeah. T.J. Warren said, I know this building very well.
Yes, he does. Shake Diallo flying in for the dunk. There's Doug McDermott setting up Domantas Sabonis. Got a chance to be an all-star in the East.
He does have a good chance, very good chance.
And then Booker, 16-point night. It's a late one for him. Malcolm Brogdon. A lot of talk about Brogdon maybe being an all-star in the Eastern Conference, but first he's got to get back out there. He got elbowed in the head, would leave the game, required stitches, and did not return. Second half, McConnell, the alley-oop to T.J. Warren. You know the Pacers lead the league in TJs.
Yes, indeed. And all of them can play, too.
In fact, they've got all 3 of them. Sabonis with 24 and 13, and he's won 6 of 7. Wolves and the Bulls on Wednesday night. Bulls making things happen, building a big lead early on. Zach LaVine, you know what comes on the back end of that.
Yes, indeed.
But he's not just a dunker.
He's been working on his game, man. Each year and year, that jump shot gets better and better.
Kobe White, the rook.
Solid rookie season so far. Solid.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been solid.
Karl Anthony Towns, also good. It's not translating into wins, but...
No, early in the season it was, Matt. Since he's come back, it hasn't.
Had his first 40-point game of the season, 6 boards to go with it. And Minnesota takes the lead 108-106 after he makes the free throw there. So Late, we're tied. Lauri Markkanen hands it off to Levine, who knocks down a three of his 25, and Chicago with a 3-point lead. Wolves with a chance. They got a look. Shabazz Napier, maybe the guy you want taking that if you're the Bulls, but Chicago hangs on to win it. Kings in Detroit, where the Pistons welcome back Reggie Jackson, who missed 42 games with a back injury. Remember him?
Yes, indeed.
It's been a while.
The Fox said, you sure you want to come back?
De'Aaron Fox stealing the spotlight early on. Here's Jackson going to work.
Nice floater, as you talked about. Every point guard has a floater now.
He had a good night. Detroit up 7 at the half. Derrick Rose having a good season.
Yes, indeed.
You can make an argument for him as an all-star.
Hey, great point, Matt.
22 points and 11 assists for D. Rose. Jackson. Up top for Christian Wood. End of the third, Jackson takes on the buzzer and beats it.
That back three, shooting with confidence.
It's like he never left. He had 22 points and 4 assists. Detroit gets a 21-point win. You want more Zion? You need more Zion? You will get more Zion on the other side when we come back.